I used to use Adobe Lightroom, now I use Capture One. Recently, I tried out Luminar 2018 developed by Skylum. The reason I tried it out because it is a cheaper alternative to Adobe Lightroom, and I think some of you might be interested. The software itself costs $70, but if you use a coupon code MING, you can save additional $10, so you can get the software for $60. So this is my first look at Luminar 2018 video, and let's jump over to the computer and check out some photos. Now we are inside Luminar 2018, and it seems it doesn't have a catalog. You need to either open an image or upload a batch of photos to be processed. So in this case, I'm going to click on Open Image and select the photo that I want to edit. I think I know which one I want to edit. Alright, I'm going to do this one. It says loading image, and at the bottom left corner it says image processing. On the right hand side it's very clean, but if you click on clear workspace, if you click on that and go to professional, then it provides all the tools that you are already familiar with in Adobe Lightroom. For example, this is white balance and exposure, contrast, highlight, shadow, white, black, clarity, noise reduction tools, and saturation, vibrance, and some AI filter that I'm not sure how it works. The dehaze slider, remove color cast tool, advanced contrast for highlight, midtone, shadow, and the curve tool, and you have control on RGB channel and then red, green, and blue. And you have a polarizing filter slider. Maybe you can produce some polarizing effect using this slider. Then HSL, split toning, structure, LUT mapping, vignetting, dodge, and burn. So overall, I think these tools look similar to Adobe Lightroom. So if you are a Lightroom expert already, then you can probably find the tools pretty quickly. Now let's try to do some editing on this photo. So here it says layers. Luminar supports layers. So right now I am making some global changes to this raw file, .raf raw file, and you can add a layer by clicking this plus sign and go to add new adjustment layer. And we just added a new layer, and then you can click on this brush tool to draw a mask. So right now I'm not going to work on this layer just yet. I am going to make some global changes to this photo. I want to pull down the highlight, maybe make the exposure a little bit darker. I think it's a little bit overexposed. Alright, and then we are going to change the black, white just a little bit, maybe lift shadow up a little bit. All right, and then I want to boost up the saturation using the vibrance tool, and maybe a little bit the saturation slider. Alright, now just let's leave it as it is, and we can compare before and after using this tool. So you can click on this eye icon, you click and hold, that shows you the before, and you release, it shows you after. Or you can click the button right next to it and it shows before on the left hand side and after on the right hand side. Now let's zoom into this photo by double click, and I just want to see how the details render compared to Lightroom, because Lightroom has some problems with Fuji raw files, and this is a Fuji raw files. I just want to see if Luminar can handle Fuji files correctly. Okay, let's work on this structure tool, and I want to add a little bit structure. I guess that should sharpen this photo a little bit. You can click on this eye icon to see the before, and click on this eye icon again to see the after. So overall, I think it doesn't have the wormy artifact. And if you want to have the details to pop up more, you can click on this Add Features button and go to Details Enhancer. So you just add a new module right there, Details Enhancer. And I'm gonna double click to zoom in to 100% scale. Then I can add a little bit more details. This is before, and this is after. It's a subtle change. Just add a little bit more details to add a little bit more small details and the medium details. Now let's work on some special effects, because I think Luminar provides a lot of features that you can use to create special effects without going into Photoshop. So that's the cool part. First, I'm going to select my layer and then add features. Then you can come here to creative, and I want to try out this the sun rays right there. Alright, as you can see, it automatically add a sun rays into your photo, and for some reason, I mean, it's smart enough to place the sun right behind this tree. You can click on this Place Sun Center, and you can move the sun position around. You can place it wherever you want. The cool thing is it can automatically detect this tree and place the sun right behind this tree, right? So you can, if you place the sun in the sky, then this part is going to be very bright. But if you put it behind this tree, it doesn't brighten this tree. So that's the cool part. So I'm gonna just put this put the sun right behind this tree. And you have some sliders to control. You can select amount. I want it to be stronger, or maybe not that strong. And then you can change the look. And you can change the number. Wow. You can change the length of the sun rays, shorter or longer. I'm gonna leave it maybe somewhere like that. And then you can change the temperature, warmer or cooler. I think I prefer a little bit warmth in the sun rays, maybe just like that. And then you can change the radius of the sun, and then glow radius. Alright, so yeah, as you can see, you have all these sliders to control your sun rays. I like this feature, because without this feature you have to go into Photoshop to do this, and now it's just add a feature and then you have sliders to control, so it's pretty easy to do. And let's add another feature. I'm gonna create a new layer by clicking this plus sign and then add new adjustment layer. So that's a new layer, and I want to add a new feature, which is Orton effect. Alright, then you can control the amount. You can see before and after by clicking on this eye icon. So this is before without Orton effect, and this is after the Orton effect. And there are a couple of types, type 1 and a type 2. So this is type 2, this is type 1. I think I prefer type 1. Alright, I'm gonna add a little bit more for the demonstrating purpose. So yeah, so this is before without the Orton effect, and this is after. Okay, at this point I think this photo looks pretty good. This is before, this is the raw file straight out of the camera, and this is after we add some special effects into this photo without going into Photoshop. So that's pretty convenient. And now we want to export this photo. Let's see what's the export option Luminar provides. So this is the export interface. It's pretty simple compared to Lightroom or Capture One. Basically, you specify a output location and then you specify the file name, JPEG. It can be JPEG, PNG, TIFF, Photoshop, JPEG 2000 PDF, something like that. And then you can have some sharpening setting, resize setting, but all those settings looks pretty simple. Looks like you don't have as much control as Lightroom and Capture One. And then now you can select quality and then you can export and it will generate this JPEG file to that location. Alright guys, that's it from me today. If you like Luminar 2018, remember you can use coupon code MING to save $10 on the software. Alright guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. If you are not subscribed already, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel for more photography tutorials, vlogs, and post-processing tutorials. And if you like this video, if you find it helpful, please hit the thumbs up button below. Alright guys, I hope to see you next time. Bye.